5.
Whether states can officially kick Donald Trump off their ballot.
Final candidate push before Super Tuesday.
The biggest voting day of the primary season.
Snowbound in the Sierras.
It's Bucky Carter. Said he got tons of it.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. The U.S. Supreme Court is poised to decide if Colorado and other states can disqualify Donald Trump as a presidential candidate. Here's CBS's Jan Crawford.
The court is reviewing a case from Colorado where the state Supreme Court ruled Trump was disqualified under Section 3 of the Constitution's 14th Amendment. That clause was passed after the Civil War to keep Confederates from getting elected, and it says an officer of the United States who had engaged in insurrection is disqualified. Judges or officials in Colorado and 2 other states ruled that clause applies to Trump. If the justices agree, votes for Trump won't count in those states, and you're probably going to see other states trying to do the same thing. Now, Trump says Section 3 doesn't even mention presidents, and based on arguments that we heard, I think it is all but certain that Trump is going to win this case, perhaps unanimously. The justices seem highly skeptical that a state could dictate the outcome of a presidential election.
Colorado is one of tomorrow's Super Tuesday states, the busiest day of the primary season. Yesterday, the D.C. Republican primary went to Nikki Haley, her first win. CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns says Donald Trump won 3 GOP caucuses over the weekend.
We will win big on Super Tuesday.
Campaigning in North Carolina and Virginia over the weekend, Donald Trump told supporters the general election is near.
We've been launching like a rocket.
More than a third of delegates are up for grabs on Tuesday, with 15 states and 1 U.S. territory holding primary elections. The former president has won all but one of the GOP nominating contests so far, but that hasn't deterred his last remaining rival, Nikki Haley, who has vowed to stick it out through Super Tuesday. He has not gotten 40% in any of the early states. Haley said she no longer feels bound by the RNC pledge to support the eventual party nominee. We had to take it to where would you support the nominee, and you had to, in order to get on that debate stage, you said yes. The RNC is now not the same RNC. But despite Haley's push, the 2024 campaign is shaping up to be a battle between the current and former presidents. New CBS polling shows Trump's lead over Biden is fueled by perceptions about the economy. 65% of voters rated the economy as good under Trump, while just 38% said the same for Biden.
Reports say Alan Weisselberg, the former chief financial officer of the Trump Organization, is expected to plead guilty to perjury charges today. It's related to testimony he gave in a civil investigation into the company's finances. Now to a possible shift from the White House on Israel's war with Hamas. Vice President Kamala Harris called for an immediate ceasefire for at least 6 weeks.
Given the immense scale of suffering in Gaza, there must be an immediate ceasefire.
Israeli opposition leader and war cabinet member Benny Gantz holds meetings in Washington this week. And out of California and the blizzard in the Sierra Nevada, CBS's Carter Evans is covering.
Hundreds of cars and big rigs buried as a punishing blizzard dumped feet of snow in a matter of hours.
So our officers were going literally car by car, making sure people were okay.
California Highway Patrol Officer Sergeant Eric Strecker says they went beyond the role of first responders.
We were calling the Uber black and white. They were taking them to the store, getting them, whatever they needed to at least be able to push through.
Now, the big out begins, even as another storm approaches. But while most people look outside and see nothing but white, business owners in the town of Truckee see green.
Once the storm clears, we will be crazy busy. Ski season will be extended at least through April or May.
JetBlue Airways has ended its bid to buy Spirit Airlines. U.S. regulators had opposed the deal. 4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these dash cam news adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 47 degrees in Lathrop, California.